Because they tried to birth the living baby. It killed the woman in trying to give birth to this baby.
Smoke's down.
You can't even have a abortion if the baby's already dead inside you. You still have to birth the dead carcass.
All I'm saying, look, I'm not against abortion.
The life of the mother of the
I know exactly where you are.
Look, yes, of course I prioritize the life of the mother. What I'm saying is, abortion.
You're one of those motherfuckers who look at like a koala fetus and be like, that's a human life.
Last player standing.
All I'm saying is, in cases where the mother's life is not in jeopardy.
I don't know, bro.
All cases of abortion.
Dubs, you are seriously ignorant if you actually believe that. Holy fuck, bro. Fade, did you really just say that?
But also, let's talk about financial cases where this is not to say it was her fault that she got pregnant. Maybe it was. Even then, would you?
Oh, she can't afford it, so therefore she kills it? No, it's simple. The mother simply has a procedure done where she can no longer get pregnant, and the child goes for adoption.
She's already pregnant. That's the thing.
The child, dude, listen, bro, listen. The child goes to the foster system, and the woman has a procedure performed on her.
And the foster system is literally the worst thing in the entire world for children.
We don't murder babies because the foster system in America sucks.
So you'd rather torture them instead?
I would rather not kill unborn babies. I would adopt all the babies if I could. I would adopt all the orphans. I just don't have the funds. Well, I adopted a dog recently, so.
No, that's awesome. Kill my ally. But the life of a dog is not equivalent to that of a child.
It actually is a child. It's a puppy.
On average, throughout their entire life, $10,000. Which a child costs in their life until they turn 18, $500,000.
Oh, so your justification for murdering children is that they're expensive. So let's just kill them.
No, my justification is that owning a dog is nothing like having a child.
Dude,
if you can have the needs emotionally, financially, and otherwise of a child, then you should not be having a child.
Let me set a scenario for you guys and tell me if you think abortion is okay in this scenario. So let's say I'm a woman and I got pregnant because
so you're not a woman.
Let's say hypothetically I am a woman. Also, I am a woman because I identify as a woman. So, okay, but let's say I'm a woman and I got pregnant. And the pregnancy is 24 weeks, the baby's perfectly healthy, but I'm like, you know what, I don't want it. So I go to kill it. Is that ethical? Do you think that should be legal?
24 weeks, you can't get an abortion.
Yes, you can. If you pay, no, if you pay the doctor enough money, he will perform it.
You can pay anybody enough money to do anything. That is not a
That's why we have laws. You could pay someone to assassinate someone, but we still have laws against it. We should have the same for abortion.
Bro, no,
you think the law really matters in the end?
Dude, you want to get rid of laws?
No, look at your president, though. Take a look at your fucking president, though. 34 felonies is still running the nation? Come on, let's be so serious for a sec. Likes little kids in his free time?
Launching smoke. Volley. Stim beacon here.
Spike planted.
Can I get you to make noise, Grim?
Last player standing.
I have to.
Let's say I'm a woman and I want to have an abortion at 24 weeks, which keep in mind, the legal abortion limit in Minnesota right now is 31 weeks. So it's very viable. It's very possible for me to have an abortion at 24 weeks. That's common. So let's say I want to do that. And if I pay a doctor enough money, he'll fucking do it for me, alright? He'll kill the baby, alright? And that should be criminal. That should not be allowed.
Why should it be criminal?
Because it's murder.
Okay, so if someone literally told you that you were gonna have a baby in the next, 9 months, and you were not prepared mentally, you didn't want to be a father, you weren't prepared to be a father, you weren't prepared.
Well, I shouldn't have had sex in the first place. It's that simple.
No, I'm not even saying had sex. I'm not even saying that. If you had a baby dropped on your fucking doorstep, and this is just a hypothetical. If you had a baby dropped on your doorstep.
Well, then I'd put it in foster care. Alright.
Exactly, but what if your body was physically unable? What if you're too underweight to carry this baby?
Planted.
That's done.
Ain't
my time.
That was a stupid res.
Ready.
Maybe not.
Open up the sky.
One enemy remaining.
I think he's got a trip on it.
Hold on to your head.
Can I ask why you would get an abortion?
I'll teach him to respect their.
I wouldn't because I don't believe in abortion. I think it's.
Why? What is the woman's reasoning for getting an abortion?
Oh, because it's an inconvenience. That's the only reason they get abortions is because they view babies as inconveniences. It's so true. They don't want the baby to ruin their body. They don't want their life to be ruined and their career derailed.
I have had a best friend who was assaulted by her father and got pregnant, and the only reason that she didn't follow through with this child is because they had a miscarriage. If she didn't have a miscarriage, she would have had her father's fucking child.
Why punish the baby? It's not the baby's fault.
You think the baby should deserve to live as something
You're-
problematic like that? To be
Bro,
forever known like that?
Dude, you sound a
Have
lot
you ever
like...
seen-
Oh my god, what you just said sounds a lot like something that a certain Austrian man in the 1930s would have said. Holy fuck.
Spike down A.
What the fuck are you talking
You just
about?
question whether or not a baby has the right to live because of the circumstance of his birth and his father's
Not the right-
ethnicity.
If your mother and
One enemy
grandfather were
remaining.
your parents, would you want to be alive?
Well, I'd rather be alive than dead.
Nice try.
80, my bad.
I know exactly where you are.
Launching
Reload him.
smoke.
He's going A.
Dim beacon
30
down.
seconds left. Last player standing.
Volley.
It's
can't-
oral.
yeah.
It's oral. It's fine. It's oral. Oh my god. Oral sex is at least responsible because it doesn't produce children, alright?
Your reasons are so
Okay, no. Actually, in that same idea, if you're using birth control and you're taking the precautionary measures to not get pregnant as a female,
Yes.
and you're taking birth control, you're taking the pill, you're wearing condoms, you still end up getting pregnant.
Well, you shouldn't have
You
sex.
didn't want-
When you
you
have
didn't
sex,
want that child.
listen,
You can't use
contracept. We'll talk. Let me respond.
Is that the
down.
woman's fault? No, it's not. She took the measures she deemed necessary and happened to get pregnant as well. Nobody should be forced to be.
Can I respond to that? Listen, contraceptives are not a guarantee. When you have sex, there is the intrinsic risk of reproduction occurring, alright?
Last player
To the left.
standing.
To the left. Might have TP'd.
Can't use the excuse of just don't have sex.
Yes,
because
you can.
It's a basic human instinct. That
Maybe you
is
should control it, bro.
forever.
Maybe you should keep your dick in your pants. I don't know. Maybe
Coming from a
keep your
man
legs
that really
closed.
just gave
Who
up.
says it doesn't matter if it's a basic human instinct? So breathing, should we just be able to choose if we should breathe or not?
Well,
That's a human.
killing people is a human instinct. We do it all the time, yet we
No.
control ourselves.
No,
We-
No, it is
we have
not.
specific biological.
Bro,
biological
I-
instinct,
sure we don't
not
kill each
murder.
Bro, oh my god, y'all know nothing about basic biology. Y'all should take a trip to the Serengeti and see what life's like out there, alright? Y'all will see what I'm talking
That's
about.
not biology, first off. That's geography.
That is, dude, zoology is biology. How do you not know
Spike
that?
planted.
Zoology is...
They're-
No, they're not.
I
Zoology
literally-
is biology.
Okay,
If you don't know
whatever,
that,
whatever.
that's
No, we have not
crazy.
been to college.
Biology is the study of life in general. Life and animals, yes, they overlap.
Thank you.
And humans, of course, yes, they're going to overlap. But biology has so many deeper meanings. Of course, they overlap, but biology is the overall life. Zoology is the study of animals. I'm from
Last
Southern
player
Jersey.
standing.
If I study animals, I'm a biologist. Zoology is a form of biology.
This kid has clearly not been through the 11th grade. He should not have an opinion on anything.
No, actually, how old are you?
How old do you think I am?
I want to
Like
take a guess
15?
about 15, 16.
Do I sound 15 or 16, really?
That doesn't matter.
Act
You
like
act
you're
like a 15
yeah,
or
like
16.
Well, what year do you
Okay,
think I was
but
born?
Also, I have a this is a very good hypothetical. Your body, right?
Yeah.
Your body. You get to choose if you get piercings, tattoos, yada yada yada. You get to do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
It's your
this
body.
is-
Nobody can tell
yes,
you. No,
yes.
shut up. Listen to me. Thank you. Nobody
What
can
is
tell you what to
that?
do with your body because you have autonomy and what comes from you is of you, right? Yes.
She said this is freaky. I'm not gonna say that.
Smoke's down.
Sorry.
How we lock it in, bro?
A baby is not a part of my body.
When you jizz, are you killing babies then?
That's not the same.
How so?
Life begins at conception.
It does not.
It
Life
does.
does not begin at
Well,
conception
according to
because
biology, yes it does, so...
it doesn't have the baby doesn't have nerves until about 27 weeks.
Spike planted.
IUD's abortion in your opinion?
Or what?
IUD.
An IUD, birth control.
No?
Last player standing.
Look, I just want people to stop
Last round
treating
in the half.
unborn children as pests. Because it devalues the value of
Unborn.
human
You
dignity.
know exactly
Might
what
have been
a
pest.
baby is or a fetus. You know exactly what that is. It's a parasitic relationship to the mother. They feed off of the nutrients
Bro,
that the
that's
mother is
crazy.
eating. They feed off of her.
It was her choice to create
was
the
not.
fucking
So in
baby.
some-
99% of the time, it's her choice, I
It's
promise
not
you.
even. It's not even close to 99.
Smoke's down.
If you have...
Who's next?
If you have fun time, I don't want to say the word, but if you have fun time, then yes, it's your fault for getting pregnant.
Down you go.
Fine. If you have sex, it's your fault if you get pregnant. And if you go outside and you wear clothing that is...
Okay, we're not starting this fucking argument. We are not starting this fucking argument because men can go out shortless wearing
just
fucking
launching
boxers
smoke.
down the fucking street. A
Hashtag
woman is
freedom
wearing a
hit, bro.
slightly short. Exactly. A woman is wearing a slightly short crop top. You shouldn't have worn that. You wouldn't have gotten touched if you didn't wear that. What kind of argument is that? Because No.
Look,
Women-
I know. Look,
women
I'm not.
They have autonomy. They have rights. They
Dude,
have the
hear me
power
out.
to control themselves. But they deem that overtaking
Listen.
women and using them to their advantage is fun. So no, you cannot say if you didn't go outside wearing shit. No, that's never an excuse for a man's actions. No matter what a woman is wearing.
Listen, if you keep your house unlocked and you get robbed, who's at fault? The robber's at fault, right? Yeah, but you
Wow.
could have taken precautions by locking your house to prevent the robber from robbing you. That's kind of the same thing.
In a world where
Let me
there
show
are
you
no
how the
robbers,
boss does
in a
it.
world where there are no rapists, women wouldn't have to worry about that kind of shit. Therefore, maybe I'd agree with you at some point pro-life, but it's not that simple. The world isn't just fucking sunshine and rainbows, dog.
Launching smoke.
I'll find you.
Right here.
Look, I just want to end the killing, alright? I want to stop the bombing of
Isn't
innocent
this coming from the
children.
guy who was bombing?
I want to stop the bombing. I want to stop our tax dollars funding the genocide of Palestinian babies.
Now we're cooking.
I'm pro-life.
One enemy
Return to
remaining.
dust.
He's low. He got hit 87.
Reloading. Their lives are so meaningless.
Bro, what's this dude talking about?
Plant the spike.
Sorry, let me get some smoke.
Smoke's down.
Phoenix, can you come here? We have this site cleared up.
We do too.
A is also.
Okay. Jesus fuck, bro.
Signature or virtual logs. The third thing you're going to ask for is the breakdown of itemized charges with evidence of accrual. The good news is I have a dispute letter where you can actually escalate with the CFPB as well. I made this very simple for everyone. If you go to the
Turn and wink. One is at least.
One enemy remaining.
Raina, could you get my Marshall back there?
If you
Oh,
must
back on.
fall,
That's my Marshall.
Then fall near me.
That's an outlaw, but yeah.
Or same shit. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it.
You know what to do. Stim beacon down.
When TP me? I knew I heard him TP. God damn it.
Launching smoke.
Still in sight. There.
On site.
Yet
Heaven,
peace
heaven.
is ready.
Vandal in front of you.
Or I heard him on heaven stairs. Don't know where he is now.
He's on site.
Smoke's down. Molly.
Oh my god. It's my fault. Not really.
No more doubts. We're ready.
Hey, but do you agree that I'm a woman?
No.
Why? I'm telling you, I'm a woman. Are you transphobic? Are you denying
Why
my...
do we make more arguments
Are
for
you
no goddamn
trans?
reason?
Yes, I'm
Vader, don't
telling you I'm
fight him.
trans.
Congratulations.
I'm a woman, and if you
Okay,
deny
yeah.
that, you're transphobic.
Your
What are your pronouns?
healing.
Sure.
Beautiful.
I got you.
Enemies.
Let's get this win.
All things considered,
Plant the spike.
we're not trying to.
Anything.
Oh my bad.
Last player
Oh, no.
standing.
I
I
believe.
literally only have a Marshall.
Molly.
Got this.
Just save it. There's no time.
Match point.
As a woman, do I have
I
to...
landed it on the bomb. I landed my molly on the bomb.
Oh, really?
That's so unfortunate. Go on.
Don't hold back.
That's fair.
What if I get a uterus transplant?
Launching smoke. Stim beacon down.
I'm kidding. I'm
Reload him.
I think behind.